Mesdames et messieurs, bonsoir et bienvenue sur ce live de Chicken Police Painted Trade sur fameuse Fun&Gaming. J'avais fait la découverte et j'avais beaucoup adoré le style polar noir des animaux, des humanoïdes animaux avec tout ce mélange d'histoires qui parlent de guerre de viande, ce genre de choses. Tout le truc qui ressemble un peu à l'Amérique des années 50, etc. Plus le fait que ce soit un narratif d'enquête. Ça me plaisait énormément, la musique, l'ambiance, tout ça. C'est du voix STFR, c'est de l'anglais sous-titré français, mais ça reste quelque chose de très bien. Et la découverte m'avait énormément plu, du coup je vais continuer dessus. Parce que moi ça me plaît, hein. Donc là je vais voir si je parle pas dans le vide et si le micro fonctionne. Ouais, donc c'est bon. Et du coup, on va continuer là où on en était. Et on en était à aller au bar Czar, c'est-à-dire à la femme qui nous avait engagés et puis qui nous avait un petit peu fait du chantage en nous disant qu'elle connaissait notre ex-femme. Donc on était un peu obligé de bouger notre cul pour faire l'enquête. Et aussi à savoir que c'est un chat, une femme chat, qui est en couple avec un homme rat. Un rat et un chat, donc c'est pas vraiment quelque chose de commun. Donc on avait interrogé le gars. On avait interrogé le gars. Et sur la map du coup, on pouvait aller au Czar, à l'hôtel Atlas, au poste de police. Alors ici, je sais pas pourquoi j'y retourne en fait.
Nothing interesting in there. But if there is, it'll remain hidden for all eternity. Nothing interesting. Maybe in another lifetime.
Photo.
Of all that's
Donc non, là ici, j'avais déjà tout vu. Est-ce que je peux aller au poste de police interroger?
What is it, chickens?
Look, Marty, the pincushion can talk.
Amazing. Fuck off.
That crest reminds me. Do you have your badge?
Yeah. You know, boss, unlike you, I'm on duty.
Good, we may need it. I have my own, too.
But Blood Boil took yours, didn't he?
So?
Ah, I get it. My beak is closed.
You're a lion, Sonny, not a rooster. Remember, you're a lion, Sonny.
If it were up to him, only dogs would work at the PD. They're racist old bastard.
Blood Boil is an asshole. We couldn't dress up that fact even if he wanted to. His only merit is that he's damn good at what he does.
True. I guess he is keeping this whole institution together. When he retires...
Bam. The whole house of cards will crumble. If it had been up to him, Blood Boil would have made Clawville a police... How many days did we have our first squad car?
About 3, I think, before we crashed into that tank of acid.
We? You crashed it. Don't blame it on me, Marty. I was unconscious, if I remember correctly.
And that's your problem, boss. You should be more careful with low-hanging concrete blocks next time.
Yeah, I've been paying attention to that ever since.
Do you remember? The car was melted and blown to pieces. Blood Boil was furious. Ah, good times.
Time sure makes memories golden, huh? Luckily back then, he didn't have the power to fire us. Sometimes, I miss the old times, when everything was so simple.
You know, This says a lot about this city and the police in general.
Yeah, maybe Blood Boil meant it as a deterrent, but it sure sends a different message to the common man.
Yeah, he was born into the wrong age. He belongs to a time when everything was decided by who's louder and bites harder.
You're probably right. In an age like that, we wouldn't be alive anymore, pal.
Alors, il y a des nouvelles informations. Ah, déjà. On va aller là où il y a le moins de bruit. Quand Blood Boil Lossament est devenu chef de la police, la pègre a essayé de s'unir contre lui, mais ça n'a pas marché, le mot est faible. Grâce à Blood Boil, le clan Castilla a complètement disparu et la police a retrouvé un peu de sa gloire d'antan. Ah, faut pas faire chier un chien, quoi. Le Czar. Ah, je peux plus aller chez moi du coup. Ok, donc c'est bon ça. Donc le Czar. Ah oui, mais attends. Ah mais j'y suis, c'est pour ça, je suis con.
Just a bunch of... I remember Blood Boil catching us and almost suspending us because of your stupid shit.
Do you remember when they changed the old coat of arms and we used it as target practice?
I remember Blood Boil catching us and almost suspending us because of your stupid shit.
My stupid shit? I remember it was your idea. And you were drunk as hell.
Yeah, and I remember you... Oh, shut the fuck up. Do you still drink that garbage?
Hey, it's not garbage, okay? Allegedly, they've used it as medicine once, if you must
Pourquoi ils
know.
mettent merle au lieu de merde du coup?
Yeah, once they used to heal with bloodletting too, Marty. Don't believe everything that's on these labels. You're not a little chick anymore.
Okay, Dad. This is the future.
It is? I'd rather drink the past then.
Huh, you mean a 12-year-old bourbon?
Hey, I'm not, but yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Don't drink that shit, Marty. It's bad for your health.
Sonny, you're bad for my health.
Don't drink that shit.
Sonny. You know, when I was a boy, those words used to enchant me.
I thought you became a cop for the guns.
Well, yeah, that was the main reason. This was the other.
This city's lucky to have you, Marty.
Yeah, isn't it? And how lucky are you, too?
Join the force, protect the crown, serve the people.
Get bribed, get beaten by a hooker, get fat. Nice words, nice promises.
Nice bullshit. We used one of these as target practice once. Not out of disrespect. We were just too damn drunk. We used one of these... maybe...
Did you ever notice how much bigger the lion and the fox are than the other animals?
You know, maybe all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others.
Huh. So that's why our king's a fox and not a sheep or a bird, right?
It's maybe a little late, but you're starting to get it, Detective.
Where are the insects, anyway? And the reptiles? Did you ever think about that?
Many times. I think they didn't fit the idyllic image, so they've been left out. Simple as that.
Ouais, donc c'est un peu du gros racisme en fait depuis le début.
That says a lot about this
Et de l'ostracisation, de mettre de côté quoi la plupart des races animales. Comme avec les insectes qu'ils ont traités comme les Afro-Américains d'Harlem.
It says everything, Monty. All it takes is one look, and my comb starts to tingle, which never means anything good.
What is it, Santino?
Nothing, sir.
And you need something, Martin?
No, sir.
Then get out of my sight, birds.
Hey, listen, Bosco. I wanted to ask you this for so long. Can I pet you? Just a little?
One more word, and I'll bite off your arm.
Whoa, hey, easy. I'm just kidding.
Guys, I'm really gonna miss this when I retire. Time to go, partner. It'll take half an hour or more to get there.
To the club, then. I'm curious about the show.
Look, Marty, we're not going there to have fun, okay?
I know. We worked together for 10 years, remember?
9.
Oh, do you have any gum?
Of course not. Chickens don't chew.
Well, I'll go crazy on a long ride without it.
And I'll go crazy from you beaking it.
Ah, Sonny, it's a pleasure working with you again.
Midnight had passed, and the intoxicated madness kicked in. We could only crawl along Shalva District's main street toward downtown. The city's heart beat differently. Ancient buildings were defaced by neon signs and billboards, like half-drunk lovers on a fine leather sofa. Great old houses neighbored by garish modern blocks. A place that makes the head hurt. The Czar's huge neon sign was visible for miles. A blazing red sign advertised tonight's main attraction, the amazing Natasha. Cops were never welcomed at places like this. I hoped we were too late for the show. We had to be inconspicuous, but it was never easy with this bird mountain by my side.
Ah, so this is the famous Czar Club.
More like infamous, Marty. It's not for our kind, that's for sure. And I don't mean that they don't like foul here.
Well, at least we don't have to be afraid that they see you as a detective, Boss Bird.
Very funny, Marty.
So what are we gonna do now?
We find Natasha, the broad who sent me the message, remember? But first, we need to get into the club. And Marty, please, don't monkey this up.
Excuse me? On behalf of the well-respected and noble primate community of Clawville?
Cut the crap, Marty. Let's focus on what we're here for, okay?
As you say, Boss Bird.
Du coup, il y avait un truc que je devais lire. Voilà, Hector 3, ou comment la plupart des animaux l'appellent, le roi renard est le troisième membre de la dynastie Fameuse. Bien que la Cloville soit un petit état, son roi est l'un des animaux les plus influents de la contrée sauvage, non pas en raison de l'importance de la ville, mais pour les richesses de ses colonies lointaines. Donc ouais, donc s'il est important, c'est parce qu'il y a des richesses partout, c'est ça. Ah ouais, je peux pas regarder plus haut, hein, c'est dommage.
One day, neon signs will cover the whole world, I'm telling you.
You read that in some kind of science fiction book?
No, it's just what I think.
Oh, so you have your own thoughts now. The world's really moving forward.
Cluck off, Sonny.
The Czar Club. I'm not gonna forget this buzzing red neon light anytime soon. The Czar Club.
Huh, I like this.
Why is that?
I don't know. 'Cause it's moving, I guess.
You're a simple bird, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Pour si muove.
Oh, bless you.
It means, and yet it moves, bird brain. An old wolf named Galileo said that.
Oh, I see. And what did he mean by that?
Dunno. I think there was something wrong with his stomach.
Ouch.
Pour si muove.
Oh, bless you.
It means...
Oh,
dunno.
Do you remember when the Clawville Chronicle was a really high-quality newspaper?
You mean when they wrote something about us daily?
Yeah. What exactly happened to them?
Well, they got bored with us, Marty. And to be honest, so did I.
But still, here we are working together again. Funny, huh?
Yeah, hilarious.
Tonight, maybe we'll be on the front page once again.
Oh, God forbid.
Tonight, maybe...
Oh, God.
Whoa, look at that. Isn't that the new...
It is, Marty. A brand new 942 Silver Hawk. Haven't seen such beauty since I left Iveria.
Of all that's furry, whose is it?
Maybe it's Ibn Wessler's. I guess he's no paper tiger.
Yeah, he sounds like a fellow who drives around in one of these. Lucky bastard.
What a beautiful car.
A work of art.
Seeing it and thinking about my little rusty Cobbett breaks my heart.
Ah, don't torture yourself, Sonny. Only way we're ever gonna drive one of them is if we sign up for the mob.
Maybe it would be worth it.
I think we'd be great gangsters in another life.
Beautiful car indeed. Not much else to say.
Yep. As you say, boss.
Beautiful car.
Yep. Huh. You know, seeing this, I can't wait for the show.
The girls?
New Year's Eve's once a year, right? And we're not on duty.
Have I asked how Laura's doing?
Whoa, hey, I was just kidding, okay? My relationship with Laura is unwavering, like the rhino beauty on this picture.
Interesting taste you've got.
Feathers, scales, or dermal armor, a lady's a lady, my friend.
Thank the wild gods for self-sacrificing gentlemen like you. My city is on fire. This is it. It was on the flyer from Deborah. Maybe we'll get to hear it, if we're unlucky. From none other than our secret employer, Natasha Katsenko.
Ah, a job with benefits, huh?
Don't be tasteless.
Oh, I get it now. The title. Do you think it's about the Great Fire of Clawville?
Did you ever think of being a detective?
Ah, very funny.
My city is on fire.
Le Clawville Chronicle est le journal le plus lu et le mieux coté en ville. Il est tellement célèbre qu'on le lit même au-delà des frontières de Clawville et pas uniquement dans les colonies. Ce journal a été le premier à publier un article sur les deux coqs héroïques aussi appelés les inspecteurs poulets. L'article a été écrit par Timothy Saltwater, le journaliste goéland devenu lui-même une sorte de légende.
Hey, that's your old friend, right? Wait, what was his name? Lawrence? Lamar? No, Liam.
Lewis. Yes, it's him.
To be honest, Sonny, I always thought that guy's not all there in the head.
Nobody's perfectly sane in Clawville, Marty. But if not for this old rabbit, I wouldn't be here today. I'll never forget that.
Should I thank him for that?
Or kill him for it.
You're reading my mind, boss.
Sonny, my dear friend.
Hi, Lewis. This is my partner. But I'm sure you already know.
You have no idea how happy I am to meet you, Mr. Marty. I'm a big admirer of your work.
Pleasure's all mine, Lawrence.
Lawrence? Anyways, so, the legendary Chicken Police back together?
Don't ruffle my feathers, Lewis. Those days are long gone. We're just here for the entertainment. Or something like that.
I see. That's a shame.
See you inside?
I have something to do, my pal, but I'll try to make it for the main event.
Okay then. Catch you later, pal.
Is Lucas really such a big fan?
Lewis. And yes, he's got the whole Chicken Police book series. Damn his taste.
Is Lucas really...
Lewis. Let's not bother him again.
Yes, sir. Honestly, I think these types of women only see faceless tuxedos, cufflinks, and wallets. And in the mirror, they're just brooches, necklaces, and earrings.
Don't be so radical, Marty. They're women. They live by different rules.
Ouais, c'est façon années 50 film noir, hein. C'est très... Je m'attendais pas à ça. C'est très misogyne et très vieux cliché le truc. Bon bah voilà quoi. Mais putain, c'est vraiment deux connards les deux types. Ouais, surtout Marty en fait.
That was kind of deep.
It's not. Just bullshit. There's more where that came from.
Ooh, teach me, master.
When you're old and wise like me, you'll realize none of it is worth a damn thing.
Wait, that was deep again, right?
Maybe it was, Marty. Maybe it was.
Amazing.
Let's not bother her.
Okay, boss. Jeez, look at that guy.
That's not a guy. That's a demon. Straight from the dog-eared pages of a cheap detective novel.
Yeah, I bet his name's Bill.
Nah, he's definitely a Bob.
$5 for Bill?
Okay, I'm in.
Jeez, look.
That's not a guy. Howdy, pal.
Gentlemen, how can I help you on this wonderful, chilly night?
We're expected in the VIP lounge.
My apologies, but I don't remember ever seeing you gentlemen here before. May I ask?
Now stop right there, big guy. I get it. Yeah, I know exactly how this works. So what do you have to do to get in?
Nothing's easier, sir. Are you on the list?
The list? Yeah,
Don't tell me you forgot.
I'm afraid I did, Marty. Sorry, big guy, but I'm pretty sure we're not on the list tonight.
That's a shame. I'm really sorry, sirs. In that case, you can't come in.
Yeah, right. Thanks.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
Alors ça fait une personne en plus. Bah normalement ça fait une personne en plus, c'est bizarre.
Jeez, look.
That's not a guy. Look, I really don't want any trouble, but...
It is even more inconvenient for me, sir, but this place doesn't like coppers. Forgive this slang. I can't let just anybody in, and there are some I'm strictly forbidden to. Please, you have to understand.
Listen here, you cow. Do you have any idea who we are? You ever read the papers?
Of course, I know who you are, sir. I get the news and more, and I must admit it's an honor to meet you in person, Mr. Santino Featherland and Mr. Marty Machikin. The Bell of the Pantheress is one of my favorite books.
Oh my God, not the books again.
So it would be terribly inconvenient for me if I had to use force on you, gentlemen.
What did you just say?
Relax, Marty. This guy has chicks like you for breakfast. Thanks for the information, pal. Have a nice night.
Thank you for understanding, gentlemen. And forgive me for my austere composition.
No problem, Shakespeare. What can you tell me about the first lady of the place, big guy?
You mean Miss Natasha Katsenko, sir?
You're right on point, pal.
Nothing you don't know already, sir.
Just try me.
Well, she owns the place.
And, that's it? Well, that's, unbelievable.
Pardon, monsieur, but I'm not permitted to say anything more.
Say, big guy, you know Mr. Lewis Hayworth?
But of course, Mr. Hayworth is an impeccable gentleman, and also a frequent visitor of the club.
Is that so? Good to know. And?
I'm afraid that is all, monsieur.
Jeez, look at that.
That's not a... That fella's built like a brick shithouse. I don't think we'll be able to just sneak past him.
Wanna bet?
Not today, Marty. Remember, we must avoid suspicion.
Okay. It's okay, Bertha. Maybe next time.
Putain, en fait, son coéquipier, c'est un gros cinglé qui aime défoncer tout ce qui bouge et flinguer tout ce qui bouge, en fait.
What was that?
Nothing. Just the wind.
Did you bring Big Bertha with you?
Gods, no. What are you thinking? What idiot would bring a shotgun to a club?
Bah toi.
Was that a rhetorical question?
Y a pas.
Molly.
Y a... Comment j'entre en fait?
Just one more thing. This list of yours, where should we sign up again?
I'm afraid if you don't know, it's not my place to tell you, sir. Excusez-moi, the regulations, you know.
You hear that, Sonny?
I do, Marty. I do.
I'm gonna lose my crest from this.
Just don't get too excited, Marty. Look, Lewis, that bouncer over there.
Well, yes. He is a bit intimidating, but his manners are impeccable. Am I right?
Yes, indeed, but it seems tonight we're not on his list.
Oh, I see. Oh, I get it. I get it. You'd like to go in, but he won't let you.
Yeah, something like that.
No, no problem at all. Come with me. I'll talk to him.
Much obliged, pal.
Yeah, thanks, Bunny.
Excuse me.
Ah, jeez, what the hell's wrong with you, Marty?
What? Did I say something wrong?
Sir, how'd you do?
Everything's fine, Mr. Hayworth.
Good. Look, this noble pair of pigeons are my friends. They're on the list, okay?
L'argent, sir.
And as for you, you owe me one, gentlemen.
Thanks, old pal.
It was my pleasure to help you, as always.
The jazz overwhelmed us. There was no band in sight, yet the music seeped from the walls like years of cigarette smoke and the smell of spilt whiskey. Behind the bar, rows of fancy bottles reflected the harmonious voices of pretty dames and the clinking of crystal glass. It was the kind of place that makes you drunk, even if you've never had a sip. A dangerous place for someone like me, No matter how alien I felt, it was strangely like coming home. Welcome to the Czar. Well, here we are.
Mother of...
I take you to the nicest places, eh, sweetheart?
Oh, does it mean you're buying, honey?
Don't even think about it.
Ah, men these days. So, we're here to find a dame called Natasha.
I have a hunch she won't be hard to find. Let's mingle and try to avoid suspicion.
Just like always.
No, Marty, not like always. This time it's for real.
Ah ouais, il y en a des trucs dans le coin. Alors attends, whisky de qualité.
Look, Sonny, I know it's not my place, but Laura's father went to that guy when his, problems had gone too far.
Trophée obtenu, problème de boisson.
You're treading on thin ice, Marty.
No, I just... Look, fellas at the station are talking, you know? All kinds of things. Moses, Plato, Bosco, and the others.
Talking, eh? About what? About why Blood Boil took my badge? About what an untrustworthy alcoholic wreck I am?
Look, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter.
Good. And let it stay that way.
At least we're cracking this one together, yeah?
Sure, Marty. So, where the hell is Natasha?
Let's ask that stud over there with those nice gals.
That guy looks way too horny for my taste.
Alors, le jeu de mots à la con en anglais. On va traîner dans les bois ce gars m'a l'air un peu trop chaud pour nous, en fait, en gros, dans la traduction. Orni, chaud. Mais j'aime pas traîner dans les bois d'un inconnu. C'est pas la bonne traduction. La bonne traduction, c'est ce gars a l'air un peu trop chaud pour nous. Et le jeu de mots, c'est orni avec horn. Horn des cornes et orni avec chaud. Il est un peu trop chaud pour nous. Donc, ouais, c'est des jeux de mots en anglais qui sont plus faciles à comprendre en anglais qu'en français.
Oh man, your sense of humor is bad as ever.
You just need to get used to it again.
What this is the life, huh? What's this guy do? Real estate? Mob accountant? Or is he a movie star?
He looks like a coat hanger to me.
That was actually worse than the previous joke.
I try.
This is the life.
He looks like a coat...
that was...
I try. I was hoping to have missed the main event.
You're a rusty old cock, that's why.
So says the little butt jam.
But what? That's not even a word.
It is now, all because of you. You should feel honored. Butt jam.
You know, Sonny, sometimes you're like an evil little child.
What is it, butt jam?
Nothing, old fart.
What is it,
A fox is a wolf who sends flowers.
What?
Oh, nothing. I read it somewhere.
Fascinating. I didn't know you could read.
Ha ha ha. Very funny. Remember that old case with the fox and the raven?
How could I even forget?
Absurd, right? All that bloodshed for a piece of cheese.
Ah, le canard, le renard et le corbeau, pour un bout de fromage, oui, le truc de la fontaine, oui, non, moi j'ai bien compris.
Yeah, hunger can bring out the monster in animals, right?
And the wildest and most primordial instincts, no matter...
As you say, Marty.
Remember that... Oh, I know this fodder guy. He was kind of good in Death of the Horse.
You've seen every clucking movie.
You know, Laura and I go to the movies a lot. When was the last time you went?
Exactly 12 years ago.
Whoa, you remember that precisely? Let me guess. Molly?
Yep, our very first date.
I see. What did you watch?
I don't remember. I just remember her. And nothing else.
You're a clucking poet. I mean it.
What weird titles these have. What weird...
Ooh, I've seen this. Hicks Poodle plays a private eye, hired to look for a woman, then gets into some kind of blackmail thing that's connected to the first case, and...
Hey, Marty?
What, yeah?
I don't give a shit.
It's a classic, and kind of reminds me of the situation we're in right now.
How so?
I don't know. A mysterious case, a mysterious woman, strange threats, some off-duty investigation.
So?
Like, think about it. What if we're in a movie, and this whole mess is just fiction?
Oula, tu brises le quatrième mur, là.
Marty, I think you're having a nervous breakdown.
It's a classic, and kind of remind... You think this is one of those movies where the femme fatale gets everything in the end, and the poor detective's left stranded?
Yep, just like life.
You're old, Sonny. I mean, experienced. Have you ever met a woman like that in real life? Who floors you with a glance and leaves only heartbreak?
Well,
Oh, but I didn't mean to... I'm sorry, Sonny.
Huh. Another lupus movie. Jeez. Is there nothing today they're not trying to sell with this guy?
Whoa, don't be rude, Sonny. Lupus is a timeless genius. Have you seen Predator City? God, I'm still getting chicken bumps. But wait, who's that next to him?
Cassandra Ruby Faye. Nah, never heard of her.
Cassandra Ruby Faye. Oh, gods, even her name makes me go weak in the knees.
Watch your blood pressure, pal.
Don't mind me, just women and guns are my only weakness.
Huh. No shit.
Remember the name, Marty. Cassandra Ruby Faye.
Marty, shut up.
She has pretty long legs. I mean, pretty and long legs for a squirrel, but I don't want to be prejudiced.
We're not here to stare at pretty squirrels. We're here to investigate, remember?
That girl is looking at me.
She's just looking at anyone whose glass is empty, Marty. That's all.
No, Sonny. She was staring at me, like, hard. Now, I saw it.
Marty, you're imagining things. Oh, wait a second.
You see that, right? She's looking right at us with those big, black, weird squirrel eyes.
Okay, Marty, don't panic. Just look elsewhere and walk away slowly.
Creepy little squirrel girl.
A man's best friend.
That's not a dog, Sonny. That's a horse. He just has a very weird mane.
I didn't mean him, Marty. I meant the bar.
Oh, I see, right. Yeah, because that totally makes sense.
Don't be shy, Sonny. Just ask him for a drink.
Still talking to yourself, huh? Great.
2 whiskeys, kid, and no horsing around.
No horsing around. No horsing around, c'est encore un jeu de mots qui veut dire va pas trop loin ou un truc comme ça. C'est pas au galop, mais c'est no. Il a dit no horsing around. C'est-à-dire, va pas galoper au loin, fais-moi ça vite, un truc comme ça.
I've never heard that one before. Sonny, you gotta drive, you know?
Yeah, you're right, Marty. Hey, Longface, give me a glass of tap water too, okay?
Yes, sir. Coming right up. That wasn't exactly what I meant.
Come to daddy, darling. Come to daddy, darling.
Calling booze darling, it's kind of weird, don't you think?
Says someone who calls his gun collection his harem.
Ah ouais, donc il a un gros problème. Donc déjà, il a pris la bouteille, et l'autre, il est complètement fou de ses armes, il appelle ça son harem.
Touché. I'll shut it.
Good birdie.
Alors, l'Observe Club, l'un des night clubs les plus connus en ville, cet endroit est fréquenté par les jolies poupées, les gros durs, et les notoriétés publiques que les policiers n'y sont pas servis, sauf les plus corrompus. Ok.
Gentlemen, your drinks.
Yeah, sorry, but we have to run. Thanks anyway, Bojack.
Ugh, my name is not Bojack. Yeah, I tip you, pal, but I don't have any change, so... Sure, sir. The Czar welcomes you back anytime.
Sounds good, Bojack.
Hey, there's Filmar.
Who? Oh, yes. Filmar. Because that's what he calls himself, right?
You know him well?
We had some seriously wild cases together, yes. Mainly in Averia, way before Clawville. Another place and another life.
Sounds good. Like the blurb of some cheap Pulp Fiction book.
Yeah, it was the exact opposite. But the old bird's worth saying hi to.
Putain, j'ai oublié de remettre le micro, fait chier. Alors attends. Du coup, donc, je recommence. Sinon, on file Marlowe, espèce faucon, Falco, Bergora, genre mal. Particularité un type parfaitement banal qu'on oublie vite et une vieille connaissance de Viraillon. Ok. J'ai des doutes sur le fait que tu le connaisses pas plus que
The
ça.
old hawk looks like shit if you ask me.
Just like looking into the mirror. Well, well, if it isn't the great detective, Marlowe.
Blow me, Sonny. You know I don't use that name anymore.
Okay, Mr. Dumbass alias Phil Marlowe.
So says someone who tried to go undercover with a Feather Pillow Mafia is a turkey. Right, Mr. Turk Cayman?
Hey, that was a long time ago. I was young.
And I stick to my principles and my stupidity. Phil Marlowe, and that's that. Don't rile me up, you old fart.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I'm a little clucked tonight.
I know the feeling, pal. By the way, what are you two doing here? You stick out a bit. Are you here for a good old-fashioned beating?
We stick out? Man, you look terrible. Like someone who sat on an electric pole.
Don't even ask. I feel exactly like that.
You want a case?
5 feet tall, half of that legs. Angelic voice, demonic eyes, just the usual.
Oh boy.
And you?
Something like that. Just don't know the exact numbers yet. A dame named Natasha. She called us here. If I'm not mistaken, the joint is hers.
Yeah, she owns the joint, amongst others. Well, good luck, guys. That broad has a reputation. She's not the kind to toy with, if you know what I mean.
Any useful information?
For free?
Stop clucking around, Filmar.
All right, but just because of the old days. Look for me after you've talked to her. You wouldn't understand what I have to say about her before then. Don't leave unless you're thrown out, in which case, you know the drill. We don't know each other, I'll deny you in a blink.
Good to see you too, old pal. We'll be back.
Alors, dans les indices, ce bon vieux Filmar, c'est sûrement quelque chose sur Natacha qui pourrait être important pour l'enquête, mais il dira rien tant que je la trouve pas. Il avait l'air un peu nerveux, alors ça doit être très important. Filmar, c'est comme ça qu'il se fait appeler maintenant, c'est un ancien camarade d'avant Cloville. C'est un des meilleurs détectives privés de la ville, et tout comme la plupart de ses collègues, il est souvent en froid avec la loi, et pourtant c'est une des rares personnes à qui on peut faire confiance à Cloville.
Just one more thing, Filmar.
I see you haven't changed a bit.
Do you think we're walking into a trap? You always had good instincts.
You know, I couldn't figure out this Natasha woman, even when I worked for her.
Then the trouble is bigger than I thought.
Just take care of yourselves, and don't leave your guns out of reach.
Oh, that's never happened.
Yeah, this crazy cock even sleeps with his.
You're welcome to the club, Brother Bird.
Take care, Phil.
You too, old fart.
Take care, Phil.
You too.
This guy is certainly not a gangster henchman.
Of course he's not. That woman with Ibn, I think I know her from somewhere.
Maybe in your dreams, pal.
The memories are returning.
Geez, just spare me the dirty details. Hey, Marty, I bet you wouldn't dare to go up to him and ask if he hasn't seen your fur coat.
What? Why? I'm mad, yeah, but not suicidal.
Ah, are you chicken or what?
Piss off, old bird.
Nah, chicken shit.
Isn't that...
Yes, it is. The great Ibn Wessler, in the flesh. So much for our incognito.
You think he noticed us?
Only if he's not entirely blind.
Great.
Just try to act normal, as much as you can.
Yep, that's him. The big rat in the flesh.
Well, it looks like this unpleasant conversation can't be avoided. Just act nonchalant, my friend.
No, it can't be.
What now?
Is that Olivia?
No, Marty.
Hey, Olivia.
Are you talking to me?
It's me, Marty McChicken.
Oh, God.
What a pleasant surprise. The Rooster Copper's in person.
Chicken police. But yeah, Mr. Wessler, you could say so. The name's...
Sunny Featherland, of course, of course. Chicken police. Your partner is,
Marty McChicken, sir. I just introduced myself to your lady companion seconds ago.
Oh yeah. I'm so happy to see you.
Hello, boys.
So, to what do we owe this pleasure, gentlemen?
Yeah, so, we were, just in the neighborhood, and...
Cut the crap, Marty. All right, we're here for your sweetheart, Natasha.
Oh, I see.
No big deal. Just a blackmail thing. You know, horrifying threats written on the wall with blood-red paint. The usual stuff. You must be familiar with this kind of thing.
Oh yeah, indeed. It's, nasty business. But I didn't know Natasha hired a detective
because of this simple matter, but to be honest, I understand. I would have taken matters into my own hands, you see. But I'm kind of busy.
Mr. Wessler had a meeting with Attorney General Hamtaro yesterday, so he's rather tired. If you would excuse us.
Oh, dear Olivia, it's okay. These gentlemen are just doing their job, right? And if I've heard correctly, they're notoriously thorough. So, how can I help you?
We've got a few questions, if you don't mind.
I'm at your service.
Alors du coup... Non, Bart Ibn Wessler, espèce rare, ouais, ben ça on le savait. C'est juste que maintenant on a sa tronche. Non, Olivia Blackwig. Corneille noire, Corvus Coron. Genre femelle, particularité particulièrement grande et mince pour une corneille. Elle est silencieuse et mystérieuse. L'assistante actuelle d'Ibn Wessler, elle l'accompagne partout. Ça serait utile de savoir si la relation entre Madame Corneille et Monsieur Rat est strictement professionnelle ou s'il y a quelque chose en plus. Oula, tu vas un peu trop loin.
The memory, geez. Nice bunker you got here.
Well, thank you, but it's not mine. Not anymore. But I'm sure you already know that. Listen, detective. If you want to know something, please ask straight, huh?
All right, Mr. Wessler, let's make this a bit more professional.
I'm not as exciting as people tend to believe. I grew up in a poor family of many siblings. I'm the only one still alive, unfortunately. My career started with a shoe store, and now, here I am.
I wouldn't call that an average life. Shoe store owner to mob boss.
How dare you speak to Mr. Wessler like that?
Leave it, Olivia, dear. It's just provocation.
I'm sorry if I offended you, Mr. Wessler. Shall we talk about something else?
Everybody knows Mr. Hayworth. He's an antique piece of furniture in this city, so to speak.
Only a bit worn out.
It's not my fault that he's so much in debt, detective, but the name of his family still rings quite loud in Clawville.
Is that still worth anything?
The name is just their name, of course, but the man behind the name is another matter, Mr. Featherland.
You're a pragmatic rat.
Thank you. Look, detective, if you want to know something, just ask.
All right, Mr. Wessler. Has your assistant been working for you long?
Are you talking about me?
Yes, I'm talking about you, ma'am.
Let me answer your question then. I've been in Mr. Wessler's employment for 6 months. Why do you ask?
Oh, just routine questioning, you know. Most of them aren't good for anything. Just killing time.
It sounded rude to me.
Yeah, please forgive her, detective. Olivia's a real firecracker.
Wessler's a tricky guy. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about him, so I have to be cunning. I can't just pin him against a wall. Yet. How did you feel when you heard about the blackmail?
Honestly, I found it ridiculous.
And now?
Now I'm kinda interested. But I wouldn't call it blackmail yet. They're just empty threats. There were no demands.
Good point.
Thank you. Are we done?
No, not quite.
I'm sorry to hear that.
En gros, ce que j'ai pas lu évidemment, Wessler est du genre sournois, malheureusement je ne sais pas assez sur lui. Je vais devoir être malin, je peux pas simplement le mettre au pied du mur, pas encore. Sournois, méfiant. Ah, ok. Pourquoi? Ouais, je vais lui poser des questions. Où il se méfiera pas trop quand même.
Why didn't you just call the police?
Huh? Why? What would have been the use of that? A few messages aren't enough for a case. You should know that.
Harassment makes for a case. So do threats.
Who were you trying to convince, Sonny, huh? They would have laughed in my face. Anyway, you know, the police station. Once I set foot in there, I'm not coming out again.
Your lawyers are too good for that, Ibn.
Yeah, I guess you're right, chicken.
Why would anyone have reason to blackmail your girlfriend?
I don't know, maybe because she's my girlfriend?
You think that's enough?
It's plenty enough.
Good point.
Oh, are you finally getting to a point? Or do you really want to dig around in my private life? Because, people who do that end up in the alley, if you catch my drift.
Very much so, Mr. Wessler. Wessler is tougher than I thought. And he's secretive. It's time to gently beat around the bush.
Ah, tourner autour du pot. D'accord, on va essayer ça du coup. Sur un méfiant mystérieux soupe au lait. Oh putain. Et plus que coriace, que je ne pensais être mystérieux. Il va falloir tourner subtilement autour du pot.
Were there any similar incidents in Natasha's
C'est pas le
past?
bon, hein.
I mean, threats, blackmail, enemies or insane fans, psychopath pianists, perhaps.
I don't know about enemies, but she's a celebrity. A star shining bright in Clawville's night sky. Do you understand? She gets endless fan mail. It could be anybody. I wouldn't overreact.
Natasha doesn't feel that way.
I've noticed.
Voilà, donc là ça marche. Non, ça va le rendre soupolé de lui demander. Puis surtout c'est de rentrer dans la vie privée, donc on va éviter. Commencer à parler Wesley, qui continue à nous faire part de notre temps. Non, ça c'est direct, trop direct. Je pensais que c'est un de ses fans qui a fait le coup. Voilà, ça c'est parfait.
Do you think one of her fans is the culprit? Someone who can't take rejection, maybe?
Why not? It's quite common.
It's a typical motive, indeed. Any ideas who it could be?
Yeah. Attorney General Hamtaro is obsessed with Natasha. But he's, more like the kiss on the hand, flowers bowing type. Throwing bricks through the window is not his style. I can't think of anybody else. Or rather, I can think of everybody else. About half the city, actually.
I get it.
Ça avance. Donc, ouais, donc il parle de briques lancées. Ok, c'est intéressant. Donc il se laisse aller. D'accord de témoigner au poste. Non, là tu le pousses. Le chef de la mafia et l'ange. Comment avez-vous fait pour vous rencontrer? Non, ça c'est trop personnel. Ça
Have there
peut-être.
been similar threats in the past?
Right to the point, yeah? Yeah, I get it. But sadly, this is a dead end, my friend. No threats like these, whether you believe it or not.
Well, it really seems like a dead end, so I'll just back up and try from a different angle.
You do that.
C'est quand même assez difficile hein, de bien interroger les gens, envie de tourner autour du pot. Le chef de la mafia et l'ange, hein, comment avez-vous fait pour vous rencontrer? Témoigner au poste? Non, mais ça je pense que oui.
The mob boss and the pussycat, eh? How did you even meet?
Huh? Are you trying to piss me off, Corpora, so I accidentally let some big secret slip out, huh?
A simple answer would work.
You know, Natasha, she's both connoisseur and muse, So, how was it, when was it exactly?
You don't remember? That's strange.
Ah, yeah. The millions, of course. It was like another lifetime. It happened right here. Only this place was called the Millions back then. She was a dancer. Behind the scenes, I arranged opportunities for her on the big stage. Yeah, maybe she still doesn't know it was me. Then one day, I invited her for a drink with a promise that if she was willing to meet me, I'd buy the place for her.
I guess she was willing.
The next day, she had the club in her name.
Well, that is romantic.
Yeah, there are many kinds of romance, Birdman. There's cheap and there's expensive. You get what you can afford.
Là, j'ai qu'une seule question.
Do you live in the same house as Natasha?
Oh, you're really something. Natasha's a free woman, but mostly, yeah, at my place in Glowtown. But she has her own kind of a weekend house.
How often does she use the weekend house?
Yeah, every other weekend. Roughly.
I see. That's very important information.
Yeah, if you say so.
Ah. Attends, on pourrait essayer. Est-elle... Non, ça c'est rentré dans l'art.
Is she completely alone when she's there at the weekend?
As I've told you, Natasha's a free woman, eh? She's an adult. She doesn't need an escort. Or, she didn't need one until now.
Are you afraid for her? Well, you know, a big star like her, alone in that house.
I never said a black car doesn't drive by 2 or 3 times a day, but, it's just caution. Huh. I'm not a monster after all, am I?
I suppose not.
Putain que c'est dur de poser les bonnes questions. Je vais pas réessayer, hein. Je vais faire comme d'hab. Je vais faire comme d'hab. Je vais assumer mes choix, hein, tout simplement.
So Natasha feels like she's in grave danger, yet she's still going out alone.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. But I'm 100% sure of her loyalty. She's gone out very rarely since this started, and mostly in my company. Yeah, you know, I'm not sure if you do, but, in our social circles, banquets and dinners are frequent.
Illegal gambling nights.
You got me there. Yeah, you're right. Natasha is crazy about the roulette wheel.
Always putting it all on the red, right?
Yeah, you're a real rotten bastard, Sonny. Although, yeah, always on the red. You're right.
So, can we meet your lady?
I don't see why not. But first, please, listen to her sing. She's on soon.
Flic correct. Ok, question posée, 10, précision de focus 60%. Ouais, bah c'est difficile hein, quand le mec il est soupolé quand même, il est sur ses gardes. Dernière pensée, ça c'est un vrai équipier, c'est un vrai équipier. C'est pas pareil qu'au bon vieux temps, mais t'es encore dans le coup, le vieux coq a encore on a encore sous ses plumes. Indice important, Ibn s'efforce à changer de sujet quand on évoque les menaces. De toute évidence, il en sait plus qu'il prétend.
Thank you for your time. We'll be seeing you.
I have no doubt about that, unfortunately.
Hey, we should, grab a coffee or something, Olivia. You know, for old time's sake.
Pleasure to meet you, gentlemen. Goodbye.
Oh.
Please, take a seat. The show's gonna start soon.
Sonny. Sonny.
Say, Chloe's still lying in my bed, and it's dead.
That was, unique.
Oh, that is cute. Nobody has ever given me such a unique compliment before.
Forgive me, my name is Santino Featherland.
I thought so. You look more or less like I imagined.
More or less.
Sometimes less is more, Mr. Featherland.
You were amazing, dear. As always.
Could you be my little furball and fetch me a cocktail?
But of course.
Eben will be back soon. We'll have a few minutes to talk. Then he'll end the conversation and throw you both out.
With all due respect, ma'am, we're not that easy to get rid of. Doesn't matter who's trying, believe me.
Doesn't matter, he'll do it. That's why I'm telling you. I don't want a scene. My room's upstairs. Meet me there in 20 minutes. Come alone, Sonny. You'd be too conspicuous otherwise.
Hey.
I understand. You know, they call him Target Marty at the station.
I don't have time, Mr. Featherland.
Sure thing, Natasha. I'll come to your room. 3 knocks, a short pause, then another 3.
I'll be waiting. Go, before he comes back.
I knew she was trouble the first time I saw her. She wore danger like a perfume. It was simply part of her being, and it attracted me, like light attracts the moth people. I wanted to be the microphone as she whispers her melodies, or the pillow she rests her feet on while reading some cheap romance. I wanted to be her nightdress, barely touching, barely covering her marble skin. But I was a cop, and a lifetime wouldn't be enough to rid myself of what a woman like her hides under her makeup. Keep your distance, Sonny. Just keep your distance.
Ah oui, pitié, te fous pas dans la merde un peu juste pour une femme dans ce genre d'ambiance polar noir. Le flic qui tombe amoureux de la meuf du mafia boss, ça finit toujours très mal. Par pitié, fais pas ça.
Gee, that is a unique picture, and kind of daring. I admit I've never seen anything quite like it before.
Yes, I admit it's a little daring. I keep it. It evokes good memories. A precious old friend of mine. A most wonderful artist.
He's got an eye, that's for sure, considering his model.
Was that supposed to be some kind of compliment?
I don't know. I don't compliment often. Not on purpose, anyway.
Oh, you're funny.
This woman's aware of her charm, and she knows how to use it. A rare and dangerous combination. You got a beautiful place here, Natasha. A peaceful little island on the ocean of madness, with very classy furniture.
Ibn likes me surrounded by elegant things, you know?
You're an elegant thing yourself, sweetheart.
Oh, that's charming. Thank you, detective.
Light is the brother of darkness.
More like its lover, don't you think? Anyway, I thought I hired a detective, not a poet.
I'm not a poet, Natasha. Just a fool.
Oh, what an act.
I bet you spend a lot of your time staring into the mirror. Do you even recognize yourself?
Maybe you were trying to be rude, but, you know, that's a very good question.
I was just trying to be rude.
Oh, really? Well, then I'm sorry.
Don't mention it. So this is where the magic happens, right? The big transformation.
Every woman needs a little magic, and every man needs some illusion.
You're right there, Angel. This woman's aware of her charm, and she knows how to use it. A rare and dangerous combination. This woman's...
Donc on a des trucs, on a des indices. Il donne ses forces de changer de sujet quand on invoque les menaces. De toute évidence, il en sait plus qu'il prétend. Ça, on avait vu tout à l'heure. Oui. Il avait un comportement étrange, les mêmes idées quand je lui ai demandé comment il avait rencontré Natacha. Ce serait intéressant d'entendre un autre son de cloche de cette histoire. Ah ouais, parce que ça me paraît tellement suspect les trucs. Enfin, c'est suspect, hein, de toute façon, il faut faire gaffe au moindre indice de toute façon.
How do you like your bourbon, Mr. Featherland?
In a glass. But thanks, I had a couple before I came. I feel like this may be a long night.
I hope it doesn't bother you if I have one myself.
I get offended if women don't drink in my company.
Oh, you are a funny guy.
So I've been told. Anyway, lovely room.
Yes. Look, Mr. Featherland.
It's sunny. Saves us a lot of time.
Okay, Sonny.
So, why am I here?
You know, men tend to babble in my presence.
It must be exhausting.
It is. But you're not the type to beat around the bush.
Is it too banal if I tell you it's an occupational hazard?
Terribly.
So can I start the unpleasant questions?
I've asked you here so you can do what you do best.
Really? I thought you asked because you wanted me to investigate for you. But if you'd rather be drinking...
Oh, you do have a sense of humor. How reassuring.
Only if I'm a bit hungover. That's usually quite...
Oh, please drop the act about being the alcoholic, heartbroken ex-cop, Sonny. It would undoubtedly suit you, but I've seen you scanning my room. From the second you set foot in here, you started working, and everything I say gets sorted in your brain. Am I right?
That's a bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, it's something like that.
Well then, Sonny, come at me.
Oh, that's something I don't hear often. With pleasure.
Natacha est vraiment une femme mystérieuse, elle a l'air également dangereuse, mais elle est sans aucun doute dans un sacré pétrin. La question est-elle la source du problème ou est-ce quelqu'un d'autre?
Natasha is a confident woman. I can exploit that. But I must be careful. Every part of her oozes danger.
Ok, Natacha Katzenko, focus, Natacha est une femme sûre d'elle. Je pourrais tirer parti de ça, mais je dois être prudent, le danger, soin de tout son corps. Impression confiante. Ça m'aide pas, ça, par contre.
That was a remarkable performance.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Do you perform here frequently? You're also the owner, if I'm not mistaken.
Sadly, I don't have the time. But the stage still calls my name, and I perform just a few times a year, and always with a new song.
So that was all the excitement.
I have many admirers, if that's what you mean. Yes.
The picture on the wall is quite daring.
Only if you knew how old I was at the time.
I think I'm on a slippery slope here.
Come on, don't be shy. Ask me.
All right. How old were you?
Did you really believe I'd tell you?
You're quite a player, aren't you?
Life is anything but a game, detective.
Après, c'est un chat, les chats aiment bien jouer. Quand on lui a parlé de la roulette tout à l'heure, à ce cher Ibn, il a dit, elle a mis sur le rouge. Quand vous faites un truc, un laser rouge par terre, les chats ils deviennent fous. Et ça, je vous déconseille de le faire quand même. Mais si vous leur mettez un petit fil et que vous le balancez, le chat va jouer. Donc le chat est joueur. Donc elle va se jouer de moi, c'est ça que je comprends, que je dois comprendre.
You tell me. Do you think one of your admirers might be behind the threats?
Those who admire me usually idolize me. No, I don't think it's one of them.
You know, the soul of an animal is extremely complicated. Sometimes all it takes is a bad look or some small rejection to turn admiration into hate.
That's a stillborn theory. No one hates me if they once loved me, Mr. Detective.
Ah, I see.
Question totalement stupide, je vais pas lui poser ça. Pourquoi Déborah? C'est évident qu'elle a demandé à Madame Ibanez de venir elle-même, parce qu'elle est quand même entourée de Ibn qui la surveille. Et elle peut pas trop sortir comme ça non plus. Donc elle a envoyé quelqu'un sur qui on n'aurait pas de soupçon. Donc elle n'allait pas venir elle-même. C'est une question con ça. Ouais, alors cette affaire ne sent pas très bon. Ouais, on va pas pour le moment, on oublie ça. Mais ça, oui.
Do you have any material evidence concerning the threats?
You may think I'm irresponsible, but I didn't keep any of it. I simply couldn't bear to look at them.
Didn't you think maybe the police would need it?
I didn't think I needed the police. Moreover, do you think the girlfriend of Ibn Wessler could ever turn to the cops?
I see. So, what about me? How do I come into the picture?
It sounds ridiculous, but you're my last hope.
That does sound ridiculous, but I accept. My ego and old habits.
You can't do anything else, can you?
Something like that. A leopard can't change its spots. Deep behind the diamond skin lies the truth. It doesn't matter how hard Natasha's trying to hide it. She's scared. Now I must concentrate to finally find out what I want to know.
Ok, donc, cette peau de diamant se cache la vérité. Ça ne changera rien que Natasha tente de la cacher. Mais elle a peur. Je dois maintenant me concentrer et enfin trouver ce que je veux savoir. Impression confiante, énigmatique, froide, effrayée. Je la trouve pas froide, mais plutôt chaude. dans le sens qu'elle a une voix très chaude. Mais aussi qu'elle joue de sa sensualité d'une certaine manière. Ou alors c'est moi qui imagine des trucs. Mais voilà, donc on va essayer de faire les choses bien.
What was in those threats, exactly?
The message itself is not a threat. It's just a word.
But a word again and again is threatening.
Exactly.
So?
You really don't have any idea which word could be used for a woman like me?
I guess I do. Yes, I think I know what it could be.
Poor. Cat got your tongue? Am I right? You heard it. I said what you were thinking. And yes, that was in the message. That was printed on the paper and painted on my wall, in giant red letters.
Well, thank you for your honesty. What about Fillmore? Is he here because of you?
Mr. Lowe helped me before, and yes, he was the first I approached.
You've managed to curb my enthusiasm a little.
Doesn't keeping 2 irons in the fire give me a better chance? But you don't have to worry. He didn't find anything. And he's not interested anymore, no matter how much I offer to pay him.
Why?
You'll have to ask him.
I think I'll do that. So it's not a fan and not an inside job. Who do you suspect?
Aren't you supposed to know that?
Usually, yes. But I've got nothing to go on. And you don't have a hunch.
Maybe I do. But first, I want to know if you'll even accept my case.
I'm here, aren't I?
That's true, but I must know if I can trust you.
The proof of the pudding is in the eating.
La preuve du pudding, c'est qu'il... La preuve sur le pudding, c'est qu'il peut être réchauffé. C'est quoi cette façon de parler en anglais?
I wish it was that simple.
Natasha is a mysterious woman, but I must gouge out at least one of her secrets. Enough games. It's time to know why I'm here.
Ah ouf, j'ai perdu 10. Confiante, énigmatique, froide, effrayée. Ah, enfin, on va pouvoir savoir comment elle connaît mon ex-femme.
Let's stop beating about the bush. How do you know Molly?
I'm prepared for that question, but it's still not easy.
You knew very well that if you threw in the name of my wife, I'd come to you, no matter how vague and suspicious the case was. I just want to know if you're simply a manipulator, or you're really that desperate.
I really know her. I'm not lying.
Oh, really? How? Were you a nurse, too? Forgive me, but I don't think so.
Don't be rude and so cynical, Sonny.
I'm sorry, but that's me when feline claws are at my throat.
Molly is an old and good friend of mine. She has nothing to do with this, but I knew that if I didn't mention it to you, you wouldn't have come.
Yeah, Natasha, you're right there.
I knew you were a decent fowl, that you would help me. That's what you're famous for.
Alors, me prends pas pour un poussin de 3 jours non plus. Bon, je fais des jeux de mots aussi. Me prends pas pour un con non plus. Hein. C'est pas parce que t'as peur et que je suis célèbre que forcément je vais gober tout ce que tu me dis. Enfin, j'espère.
Don't go there. Flattery doesn't work.
Look, forgive me. I shouldn't have brought your wife into this.
You're right, you shouldn't have. But to be honest, I don't think she's my wife anymore. On paper she is, but I haven't seen her in years.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Really?
I did. I knew. I checked you out before I sent Deborah.
Luck me. This case is getting more and more intriguing. You played me from the start, didn't you?
It wasn't my intention.
I'm an old cock, Natasha. I've played too many of these games, and I've been on the losing side often enough.
So, you're going to walk away?
You're damn right. I don't know if it's worth it for me.
Look, Sonny, money's not an issue.
Oh yeah, your fawn had already mentioned that. But unfortunately, it'll be hard to spend all that dough when I'm dead.
Dead? Don't even say that.
Do you have a gun?
Me?
Of course you, Natasha. Do you have it on you?
Not at the moment.
Well, let me give you some advice. Keep it with you. Always. Maybe in your purse.
You don't think they, whoever they are, would hurt me?
Don't be naive, Natasha.
You're right. I'll keep it with me.
I don't want to scare you, but 2 cops snooping around can mess something like this up, even if it's just 2 roosters.
You'll keep snooping? Thank you, Sonny.
Maybe you're getting yourself into even deeper trouble with me. Thank me when this is all over.
Super, 90%. Donc, question posée, 9. Précision de focus, 90%. Les légendaires inspecteurs poulets sont de retour encore un peu fatigués, mais toujours irréprochables. Beau boulot. Indice important, la menace, ou plutôt le mot que constitue la menace dans les messages que Natasha a reçus est simplement putain. C'est bref, mais ça en dit long.
Just one more thing, Sonny.
Natasha?
Please, come to 37 Rochester Street in Flower Town tonight. I'd like to show you something that could be of a great help in your investigation.
I was afraid this was coming. Why there? Why not here and now?
It's something I keep hidden there. I won't take the risk of Ibn or one of his men seeing it.
Isn't Ibn too dangerous to keep secrets from?
Sonny, a woman is naked without her secrets. I knew you would understand.
Oh yeah, I understand everything. So, when do we meet? The night is almost over.
I'll be there in an hour. Don't be early, and don't be too late.
Look, Natasha, you know...
Please, this is very important to me.
Sure, I get it. I'll be there.
Thank you.
Until later, Natasha.
Goodbye, Sonny.
Donc, nouvelle fonction demandée. Alors. Une clé, ok. Ah, les indices. Alors, du coup, qu'est-ce qu'on a? Natasha a peur et sa peur est bien réelle. Mais je vois bien qu'elle me dit pas tout pour autant et j'aime pas ça. Natasha m'a invité dans sa résidence secondaire pour me montrer quelque chose. D'habitude, je serais bien content, mais dans ce cas-ci, je suis plutôt inquiet. La menace, ou plutôt le mot qui constitue la menace dans le message que Natasha a reçu est simplement putain, c'est bref, mais ça en dit long. Il semble que Filmar ait aussi travaillé pour Natasha, mais s'est retiré de l'affaire avant que ça devienne dangereux. Bref, il a gardé une pièce à conviction, comme tout bon détective, qui pourrait nous être très utile. Alors les statistiques. Grande détective, le nouveau. Point d'interrogateur, lieu visité, blablabla. C'est pas mal, hein, ça reste quand même pas mal d'une certaine manière. Ouais, ça reste quand même pas mal. Du coup...
Why did you name it the Czar Club when you took over? It was the Millions before.
Maybe you can guess my origins from my name and my accent. I come from the eastern Tsardom of Stavonia. We are quite respectful of our leaders.
You feel that's not the case here in Clawville?
Here? No. Absolutely not, Mr. Featherland. Many here don't even know the name of their king. To them, he's only the Fox King. It's quite disrespectful and rude.
There's some truth to that.
Where I'm from, we choose our leaders ourselves, and whatever they do later, we proudly stand by our decision.
So that's why the name, in respect to your country.
Don't take me for so sentimental. it's only partly the reason. We lived there until I was 14. Then we had to flee. It doesn't matter why. In the end, I was the only one who made it to Clawville. So the name isn't because of nostalgia or respect. More like a reminder.
So, why Deborah?
I could not seek you out in person. It was risky even to send Debbie.
It's too late now. Mr. Wessler is aware of my little investigation.
I'm sorry I got her mixed up in this. She's a lovely girl.
She looked like one. May I be brash?
It's New Year's Eve. Everything goes tonight.
Ibn, do you love him?
In my own way, yes.
Whatever that means.
You can't understand this, Sonny. There are women who can't actually love. Not like they're supposed to. But that doesn't mean they don't love however they can.
That's not a real answer, is it?
If you only accept yes or no, then yes, I love him.
Trophée obtenu, c'est ça l'amour?
So this message...
I'm sorry I had to upset you, Sonny. But if I didn't take that step, would we be talking here right now?
Well, probably I'd be dead drunk and counting sheepmen in my dreams.
Attends une seconde, les hommes moutons, ah d'accord, donc pour eux, tout ce que nous on prend pour des animaux, pour eux, c'est des hommes, c'est des humains. D'accord, c'est... Ah oh putain, l'univers il est compliqué, hein, d'une certaine manière.
I'm good for you, you see?
Yeah. You're a real angel. Why just me? What's wrong with my partner?
Nothing in the world. I just like to be discreet. I wanted to talk to you in private because of Molly.
Well, thank you for your discretion. It means a lot.
Don't mention it.
So, who's this Olivia bird?
I know well what you're curious about. You want to know if she's sleeping with Ibn.
The thought may have crossed my mind.
You men. But guess what? Maybe she does.
You don't care?
As long as he loves me, I don't.
Well, that's your business. What do you know about her?
She's not the one threatening me. You can be sure of that. I know that was your next thought. The lovesick assistant is jealous of the boss's girlfriend and wants to flick her out of the picture. It would even stand up, but Olivia doesn't have feelings. If she let Ibn sleep with her, it's because she does what he says, nothing more.
It was so honest and raw, I'm inclined to believe it. Seriously, how did you find me? Not even my boss knows where I live.
Although I didn't include Ibn in my little private mission, some of his resources were still available to me.
Yeah, let me guess. There's someone at the station working for him.
Someone? You're so cute when you're playing naive.
Have you ever had dealings with the police?
Not in this city.
And otherwise?
Does it really matter, Mr. Featherland?
Maybe it does. More than a little.
I'm afraid you'll have to unravel that thread yourself. But you will find nothing but a dead end.
Do you have a light, Natasha?
I'm sorry. I've never smoked.
Really? That's very uncommon in your line of work.
It was uncommon in all my previous lines of work too. But I promise the next time we meet, I'll bring you a box of matches.
I might take you up on that.
No trouble at all.
Do you have a light? This woman's aware of her charm.
Well?
Weren't you supposed to be waiting in the car?
I was bored to tears, Sonny. I also thought maybe something happened to you.
You thought Natasha had eaten me alive, huh?
Well, who knows? You're such a fragile little thing.
I'm too old for this, Marty.
Then next time, leave the dangerous predators to me.
I didn't mean that, Marty. I meant you.
Oh.
Oh, it's you. How can I help you, gentlemen?
Look, we really don't want to dig into your personal life, but...
But what exactly is my relationship with Mr. Wessler? And how close am I to him?
You don't beat around the bush, ma'am.
Well, actually, I remember.
I don't have time to chit-chat, Mr. Featherland. So yes, I'm not one to beat around the bush. And no, I'm not sleeping with Mr. Wessler.
Well, thanks for the quick and straight answer.
Anything else?
Look, Olivia, you know, last time...
Please, Marty, there's no need.
Yes, there is. I know I wasn't a gentleman, and I know I should have called you, but I was young and...
You don't have to explain. I wasn't waiting long for your call. I forgot about it fast.
That's good to hear, I suppose.
Wessler's secretary.
Olivia Blackwig. You think she knows anything useful?
It's worth a try, Marty, but let me do the talking. She's not very fond of you.
What can I say? You know, back in the day, I flew from tree to tree. I was a free bird. Maybe I was playing her a bit.
I'm sorry we disturbed you.
Not at all. Haven't...
Do you come here often, Olivia?
No, not really.
Well, okay. Thanks.
You're welcome. You know, Ibn's not as ferocious as you'd think. On the contrary, he's become very different recently.
I heard. Don't you find that weird? A sudden change of heart?
Sometimes an animal just has enough. Fed up and wants a change. I deeply respect that.
Well, thank you for your honesty, ma'am. What's your relationship with Miss Natasha Gutsenko?
We've talked a bit, that's all.
There's no tension between you? You know, the pretty secretary.
Oh, thank you for your compliment, Mr. Featherland. No, no tension. Natasha's an intelligent woman. I respect her.
Is that mutual?
That I can't tell.
If I'm not mistaken, Natasha has a weekend house in Flowerville.
Yeah, that's right.
Can you tell me anything about it?
I've never been there. Allegedly, it's beautiful. Elegant and luxurious. Just like Natasha herself.
Ok, on a 6 trucs, donc les personnes... Elle vient du nord du Tsarat de Stavonia. Sa famille a dû en échapper plus tard quand la Char est arrivée. Elle était déjà orpheline. Ouais, donc si on met ça dans notre monde à nous, le Tsarat, les Tsars, donc ça doit être la Russie, un truc comme ça. Ok. Linda est actuellement en train de monter une affaire de substitut de viande, et en tout cas c'est ce que son assistante et lui nous ont dit. C'est pas ce que j'ai compris. Étonnamment, après le spectacle, Ibn est parti du Czar avec beaucoup de hâte. Selon Natacha, cette femme est totalement dépourvue de sentiments, ce qui l'exclut de la liste des suspects. Ça veut pas dire pour autant qu'elle n'est pas la maîtresse d'Ibn. Marty est sorti avec Olivia pendant une brève période, c'est tout. Je veux pas en savoir plus. Ok. C'est le monde désolé des fiers habitants de Stavonia. Oui, en majorité des prédateurs et des gros chats. La situation politique entre Cloville et Stavonia est assez tendue et délicate pour des raisons historiques autant que commerciales. Le Tsarat de Stavonia est le plus grand perdant de la guerre de la viande, mais la plupart des animaux considèrent que c'est lui qui aurait déclenché la seconde guerre de la viande et qu'il représente la plus grosse menace planant sur le monde moderne. D'accord. Donc on a des gros prédateurs qui peuvent venir nous faire chier à tout moment.
Excuse me, pal. My name is Santino Featherland.
Gabriel, what do you want? Chickens.
Do you happen to know where Mr. Wessler went?
Do you take me for a fool? Get out of here while I'm in a good mood, birds.
Okay. Thanks, big boy. Listen, pal.
Did I stutter, chicken? Get lost.
En même temps, on va emmerder un lynx, espèce de bruti. Hop là. Donc, Gabriel Antipov dit le broyeur. Oh putain, ouais, d'accord. Lynx. Genre mâle, silencieux et mortel, il vient probablement de Stovonia. Ouais, alors fais-le pas chier. Ce lynx est très probablement un des sbires d'Ibn Wessler, sans déconner. J'ai trouvé ça où dans un paquet de céréales? C'est Captain Obvious, hein, là.
So, have you talked to Natasha?
In fact, yes. She was, kind of mysterious.
I bet she was. You know, I've never abandoned a case before. Not voluntarily, anyway. But that woman...
You're, too old for this shit, huh?
As you say, pal.
That's exactly how I felt, too.
Before you leave, take this and examine it closely.
What is it?
Reason I've decided all of this is not worth it for me.
Wow, that sounds encouraging.
Take care of yourselves, guys. This case, maybe it goes deeper than you'd think.
Oh, that makes my feathers stand on end.
Ah, old croakers. You're safe while I'm here. Okay, I didn't say anything.
Ok, donc du coup tu m'as donné quoi?
We stepped into it, didn't we? We stepped into it, didn't we?
Il y a des noms, mais il me dit pas ce que c'est en fait.
We stepped into it, didn't we? Of all that's furry, what kind of a list is this?
Exactly. I have no idea, but I don't even want to find out.
Those names, all top dogs. Maybe they play cards together.
Sure, that's very likely. Anyway, I pried this list out of a dead man's hand. Somebody dropped him outside the forest, a few miles from the Wessler residence.
I should have known she was keeping secrets.
Keeping secrets? She's the secret herself.
Thanks, Filmar. This could be important.
Don't thank me. Maybe I've just signed your death warrant.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Oh, shut up, Marty.
Ok, donc, indice. J'ai reconnu quelques noms sur la liste que Filmar m'a donné, mais ils appartiennent tous au Gotha très estimé de Cloville. Ça pourrait être une liste de mariage, mais je doute que ça soit le cas. Cette liste avec tous ces noms de la haute société doit avoir un lien avec Natasha et donc avec les menaces.
Take care of yourself, old bird.
You're one to talk.
Ouais, on va lui poser les questions d'usage.
The truth is, Ibn's a dirty bastard, but he's likable. It must be his charisma that snared Natasha.
Maybe there's more to it than simple wild love.
Who knows? Animals commit the dirtiest of deeds for wild love.
You've got a point. We stepped into it, didn't we?
That's an understatement. All of these names?
Belong to the upper crust. Yeah, I noticed.
It's only some sex cult, if you're lucky.
Don't even go there, Marty.
Yeah, all right.
Wonderful girl. Either I'm gonna kill her or I'm beginning to like her.
That's funny. I swear I've heard that before.
To be honest, me too.
So, Natasha invited us to her weekend house.
That's either very good news or very bad news.
50%. That's not that bad, is it?
That's an admirable attitude.
Attitude, yeah, he's got that. Most of the time, I think that's all he's got.
Hey.
Who is this woman anyway? She's like Ibn's shadow. Nobody knows anything about her.
I don't know if she has anything to do with the case, but it's worth keeping an eye on her anyway.
More women, more trouble.
You already fantasizing?
Even the sight of young women make me tired. Anyway, most people say she's the rat's lover too. But next to Natasha, I doubt he'd want her. Anyway, the pussycat would have already torn her to shreds.
Could be.
Ah ouais, ok, non mais pour sortir, quel imbécile, pour sortir, c'est pas la sortie en fait, c'est la map que je dois sortir. Donc du coup, le hot dog, le poster de police, le poste de police, espèce d'abruti.
Ooh, a nice cup of coffee a la Zip, huh?
We're not here for the coffee, Marty. Zip always knows more than what he lets on. It'd be worth interrogating the old trash panda.
If he forgave us for wrecking his joint last time.
He'll never forgive us, Marty, but we helped him out of trouble so many times, he's not gonna have any choice.
I hope you're right, old bird. Everything all right, old man?
If there's something we can do for you, just say so, okay?
Well, all right.
Ah, jeez, boys. Out of 2,000 joints in the city, had to end up here, huh?
Hello to you too, Zip. How's it hanging?
I had no problems, until now.
Ah, don't be such a drama queen. We just want to ask you a couple of questions, then we're out of here.
And we won't even trash your place this time. What do you say?
I say let's get it over with very, very quickly, chickens.
Relax, pal. We'll be as fast as a hummingbird.
I'm not your pal. And you're as far from a hummingbird as I'm from a polar bear.
Oh, come on, Zip. Don't be so hard on yourself.
Oh, la bonne blague, c'est le fameux goéland dont on me parlait. Avec le journal et tout. Café froid, menu... on va lui parler après, on parle à Zip d'abord.
Look what we found, Zip.
Furry hell! Who'd you beat to death for that?
Beat to death? Who do you think we are? We simply confiscated it.
You sneaky broilers. I'll give you $50 for it.
Don't make me laugh. It's worth 3 times that.
Oh, come on, give me a break.
Tough luck, Trash Panda.
We also ran into Filmar.
Filmar? Who's that?
A grumpy old raggedy-ass hawk. His manners are even worse than mine. Ring a bell?
You mean Marlowe?
Was Marlowe. Now he goes by Filmar Lowe.
Oh, I see. So that means he's still alive? I'm almost not surprised. The old guy has a reputation of being indestructible, huh?
He is. And he gave us something that could mean something. Look at this, Zip.
Holy crap, what's this? The guest list at a king's birthday party?
Hey, that's not even a bad guess.
What do you make of it?
This piece of paper's from so high up where I've never been myself, boys, so don't ask me.
We spoke to Natasha. She's scared.
Well, Well, it's not good life insurance to be the girl of the most powerful gangster in the city.
It's not about that. Someone's been writing offensive messages to her. She feels threatened.
I only know that every second husband in the city wants to have her, and every second wife wants to wring her neck because of that. Nothing else.
Thanks, Zip, but we're not any further ahead.
But not further back, right?
Gods, he's in even worse shape than the last time we...
Well, Marty, aging is like that. And while we're at it, looks like you've put on a few pounds.
What? Who, me? Don't make me laugh. I weigh exactly the same as I've always done.
Yeah, sure.
So, out with it. Stop winding me up. I'm almost consumed by all this excitement.
We've just come from the Czar Club, Zip. Who do you think we met?
If I can guess one, I'd say, was it His Majesty Hobart Ibn Wessler, the Rat Prime himself?
That on, pal.
What a surprise. So, what do you want to know? Just because I don't know anything.
Of course you don't. Just a couple questions.
Go on, boys. Hurry up, will you?
What's up, Zip?
That's exactly what I asked him when he wound up here. But yeah, he's a regular nowadays. He must be sniffing some kind of story about the Hive.
About the riots? Have they reached here already?
I ain't seen nothing. More cops around, yeah, as you can see for yourself.
We're not on duty, Zip.
It's still the same. A cop's a cop. A lot come by, but besides beating up bugs, nothing much happens.
It will, Zip. I can...
If you say so, Sonny, your sense of smell is better than mine.
Maybe once. Damn it, what's the scribbler doing here?
Sniffing some juicy story?
I think I still owe him a great big left hook.
What did he do this time?
Oh, nothing. Just since I first met him, I wanted to punch him in the face.
I can understand that.
Alors, ça doit être le fameux reporter du fameux journal. Non, Timothy Saltwater. Bah oui, c'est lui. Saltwater, d'accord, de l'eau salée. D'accord, c'est un jeu de mots avec la mer, vu que c'est un goéland. Goéland Siméon. Larus Belchéry. Jean Mal. Particularité bruyant, agaçant et trop enthousiaste, et malheureusement, c'est le plus grand fan des inspecteurs poulets. Le scribouilleur de son vrai nom, Timothy Saltwater, c'est un connard qui fout son nez partout et un petit enfoiré qui fait chier tout le monde. Mais bon, je dois admettre que c'est le meilleur reporter d'investigation de toute la ville. À l'époque des inspecteurs poulets, il a joué un grand rôle dans notre ascension, on était devenus les flics les plus célèbres de la ville.
Hello, Timothy. Scribblers don't celebrate New Year's.
Hello, boys. What a pleasure to see you. Answering your question, no, not really. Not me, anyway. I'm always where the story is.
Mm-hmm. And where's the story now? I can't see it anywhere.
It just stepped through the door, pal.
Oh, you mean us? Well, I think I'll have to disappoint you.
The chicken police are back together? I can't let that go without an ink stain, am I right?
No, Timmy, you can. We're not working, we're just having a little fun, that's all.
I'm not buying that, boys.
You'll have to, Tim.
We'll see about that.
Is that rag you work for still around, Tim?
You mean the most read and highest-ranking newspaper of the city, the Clawville Chronicle?
Oh yeah, that's what it's called.
I see that you still have your famous sense of humor, Sonny. Such a joy.
Yeah, I do.
So, how about you tell me what you're really doing here?
Not a chance, Timbo. The truth is, we're already leaving.
Sorry, pal. Maybe next time.
So, how...
I don't know, Sonny. What exactly are we doing here?
Let's hope we can learn something about Natasha and Ibn by sniffing around before we visit that weekend house in Flowerville.
Learn something? from Phyllis and Roy's.
Well, I wasn't exactly thinking about them.
Yeah, figures.
How's it going tonight, boys?
Uneventful so far, Sonny. But now that you're rolling together again, I suppose we'll have some excitement to look forward to.
What do you mean?
Are you kidding? Last time you shot up a theater, and, if I remember correctly, each other.
That was a, complicated evening.
Aye, sure. Complicated.
Do you want to hear some juicy gossip, boys?
Always.
Deputy Malloy got so drunk, he fell asleep on the toilet. It took them an hour to find him.
Stupid oaf. So that's why Blood Boil was here.
Yeah, aye, and he's in a pretty sore mood because he had to come in on New Year's Eve.
Just our luck.
No. Your luck is that he's too busy to care about you two lovers right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
Well, keep up the good work, boys.
Or this hanging around thing you do.
Thanks, chickens.
Guess who we met today in person, Mon?
King Hector III?
Even better. The one who commands the king.
Wait a minute. Hobart Wessler?
Damn right. Hobart Ibn Wessler in the flesh.
Wow. And you're still alive. That's quite an accomplishment.
But seriously, have you heard that he wants to get out of the black market business? Allegedly, he's trying to clear his name with some kind of new meat substitute.
His name's gonna be rather difficult to clear.
It's a heroic and impossible venture.
I haven't heard about it, but it's an interesting addition to what I know.
Which is?
Ibn's been acting very strange lately, and he left most of his business dealings to one of his goons, Mickey. Also known as the Butcher, the Mongrel, and the Slayer.
Yeah, we once had the pleasure of meeting him.
That's all I know, boys. I know it's not very much, but it's something, I guess. I'll keep my ears open.
Thanks, Mon. Listen, Mon, a reliable old friend shoved this into my hand. Could you take a quick glance at it?
Quite an imposing list. What could those numbers mean? It could be a date even, but no, this is something else.
That's what we were thinking too, and we got nowhere. But you see a lot of documents. So, is there anything familiar about this?
Unfortunately not, boys. The names are imposing indeed, but based on this, it could be almost anything. The richest of the rich get together on all kinds of excuses.
Huh, it must be a secret cult.
It could be, of course, but also anything else. I'm sorry I couldn't help you more.
Ah, don't mention it, Mon. Thanks for your time.
Or, wait a minute. There is something.
Stop teasing us, Mon.
I'm sure you've noticed that all the names in the list are men, right?
Yeah, of course we noticed.
Thanks for the observation, Monica.
Don't mention it. I'm just a receptionist.
We saw a pretty good show at the Czar Club tonight.
Good for you, I guess. Natasha?
Natasha. She performed a new song. She also sang about why she called us there. Or rather, me.
And?
That's confidential, Dollface. Anyway, I can't help wondering about that woman. Her past is a mystery, and I couldn't draw much out of her in person either.
Women like her always have something to hide, Sonny. I think that's exactly what makes men fall head over heels for them.
I know another broad who's all mysterious.
Oh yeah? What's her name? I'll look her up if we have a file on her.
Marty, shut up.
Oh, you mean me, right?
All mysterious, full of secrets, and grace.
I didn't even hear that, Marty.
Do we have a file on a woman called Olivia Blackwig? She's currently working as Ibn Wessler's assistant.
We don't have a file on her, but there are a few Blackwigs that could be related to her. Mountain goat, crow, or caiman?
Crow, around 30 to 35. A very pretty socialite.
Maybe we have a catch then.
Theodore Blackwig was a rather influential banker until he went bankrupt. He died a few years back, but his daughter could have ended up in the same social circles as Eben.
And since they lost their money, she took a job as his assistant.
Yeah, it would fit the picture. But it's a big city, Sonny. There may be more than one Crow family with a Blackwig name living here.
Thanks, Mon.
I'm glad I could help, boys, as always. If it doesn't take a lot of my time, that is.
We know, we know. We're not even here anymore.
So soon? That was fast. Almost a record.
Sorry, Mon. We're just here for a little, info.
When are you not here for that, boys? How about wish me a happy birthday for a change?
What? Is it your birthday today?
Of course not. Don't be silly, Marty. You know exactly when it is. We've talked about it a dozen times.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So, could you help us with the...
Of course, boys, but be quick about it. I'm in over my head with paperwork and blood boils breathing down my neck.
We'll be quick like a hurricane.
You're very lucky, boys. You just missed the boss by 3 minutes. Right now, he's trying to get Malloy out of the toilet.
Still can't hold his liquor, huh?
Neither on or off duty. But today, he is sloshed.
Well, he's a water buffalo, isn't he? He knows how to swim.
No, Sonny, just a buffalo. The two are totally different things.
Listen, doll, we have some
Make it quick, boys, and bit...
You still remember Philmar?
Do you mean Philip? Of course I remember. He's got quite the reputation with that Philmar alias.
We just met him. Small world, huh? Do you know what he's up to these days?
Yeah, as far as I know, he's investigating petty blackmail cases and sneaking after poor bastards cheating on their wives.
Anything else? Did he get mixed up in something that stirred up a storm recently?
Yeah, I don't know about that. We haven't seen him at the PD for a while. He's usually a frequent visitor. Why? Did he run into some fishy business again?
Possible, Bosco. But I'm not sure he'd want to make the same mistake.
Wise decision.
Listen, Bosco, what do you make of this list?
Maybe it's the guest list of some fancy ball. These are some rather influential names, the ones I recognize anyway. Movie stars, politicians, a few names from the Council of 12 even, if I'm not mistaken.
You're not.
Are you blackmailing them? Because if you are, I'll gladly accept a nice big juicy bone in exchange for my silence.
Stop screwing around, Bosco. It has nothing to do with our case.
Which is what?
We're still not gonna tell you.
Listen, Bosco, what have you heard about that singer, Natasha Katsenko?
You mean that little bimbo fooling around with Ibn Wessler? They say she's the jackpot, but I've never been into cats, you know.
You couldn't be more racist if you tried, Bosco.
Don't misunderstand me. I don't have a problem with cats at all. I'm simply allergic to them. I can't stand being around them. I don't even take cases with cats.
Good for you. I should have used that excuse myself.
Why? Is your investigation related to her?
What? No, of course not. We just came from her show. That's why I asked.
And what's she like?
Well, I guess your cat allergy would go away for the rest of your life if you...
Really? Maybe I'll have a go and see for myself one day.
Hey, big guy.
Hey, Cox. What's up? Back here so soon? Did you get nostalgic all of a sudden, Sonny?
I'd rather be anywhere else than here, Bosco. But we're sniffing around on a case.
Who? Are you trespassing again?
Who? Us? What are you thinking?
Just an old case. Still open. Not official, but not active either. We're not bothering anyone. You know, old habits die.
I know. I'm just messing with you. So, how can I help you?
The boss?
He's not in a good mood. Malloy got so drunk he pissed himself.
And we just put the cherry on top, huh?
Mostly you, Sonny. No offense.
None taken. I'm used to it. Everything rolls right off my feathers.
Don't go stirring up a shitstorm, okay? We're gonna have enough on our plates tonight.
We'll do what we can, Bosco, but... Officer Barkman, unwavering cop, and a slavering beast. Miss Jardine, one of the 7 female officers of the Clawville PD.
Blood boils in there, and I don't want to run into him.
I wholeheartedly agree, partner. Let's avoid the whole office section as much as possible.
On a gagné quoi? Du coup, on a gagné quoi là? Le codex. Le Conseil des 12. Bien que Clovis soit une monarchie, le pouvoir et la juridiction, hormis le roi, sont détenus par le Conseil des 12. Mais beaucoup d'animaux pensent qu'ils ont en fait tous les pouvoirs et que le roi lui-même n'est qu'un symbole et une marionnette. Les membres du Conseil sont les animaux les plus puissants en ville après le roi. Ce ne sont pas seulement des politiciens, mais aussi des hommes d'affaires très influents. Oh, ça pue ça. Du coup. Le hop dog, mais le hop dog on y allait, donc c'est bon. Donc la résidence secondaire.
Well, if there's one thing I'd learned during 20 years of detective work, it's that if someone wants to meet you at a remote location at night, you should bring an army for backup. One time, me and Marty were stupid enough to underestimate a situation like that, and we never really recovered. And yet, here we were again, about to step alone into something hauntingly familiar. Only one tactic remained, as the old dogs say. Balls to the wall.
This place gives me the creeps.
I wouldn't say I like it either.
Let's take a look around before we go inside.
Textbook.
I'm telling you, it's a trap.
Shut up, Marty.
Et on va s'arrêter là pour ce soir en fait, parce qu'on en est à 2h08 de vidéo, et puis on va pas faire long. Sur ce jeu là, je veux pas faire long sur les lives. Et je pense qu'on a bien avancé, c'était plutôt pas mal je trouve. Et dans la continuation, on atterrit où? On atterrit là, donc c'est pas mal. Donc hop, ouais. Donc on peut... On peut faire ça comme ça. Donc ça c'est tout bon. Donc pour les gens de YouTube, salut YouTube, la vidéo sera transférée sur YouTube. Une fois la 720p 60 fps et la 1080p 60 fps traitée par YouTube, la vidéo sera mise en public. Donc pouce en l'air ça vous plaît, abonnez-vous si ça vous plaît. Pour les gens de Twitch, n'hésitez pas à follower si ça vous plaît. Pour les gens de YouTube, que j'oublie à chaque fois, n'oubliez pas de mettre la cloche pour être au courant des nouvelles vidéos. Et je vous souhaite une bonne soirée, une bonne nuit et à très bientôt. Alors bisous, merci d'avoir été là.